past the count 3, 3, 4, 5. In this first video, I'm going to talk to you about the theory behind how I would attack this if I was in your shoes. Right, so you have some timed, you've got a mile you're going to need to crank out in however many minutes, right, less than 6, and then you got to, at the end of practice, do some type of running. Right, so okay, the first step in my mind is learning how to breathe. Right, because most players haven't been taught how to breathe through no fault of their own. Right, take this test. If you take a deep breath, and your deep breath looks like this, if you're going, and your shoulders and upper back are going towards the ceiling, then you want to search this video called Dr. Vranich, How to Breathe. That's V-R-A-N-I-C-H, how to breathe. And she's going to teach you how to do belly breathing, and why this is important is because it's going to help you use less energy using your back and shoulders, so it's going to improve your stamina and endurance effortlessly. And it's also going to help you stay calm in high pressure situations on and off the field. Right, so your breathing should look like this. It should look like this. Just, if there's anything you could take away from this video, this would be it. Second thing is, you also have to, a lot of my solutions focus on effortless ways to train, right? So, I would make an RMT rope. Search David Weck RMT rope. You could use a leash, a dog leash. You can use an electrical cord. You can use 2 shoelaces tied together. But why this is so important and why I think it's worth your time is because it's going to improve your running technique, right? It's going to make your each step, each movement, right? Each time you strike the ground, if you can learn this, what's called the alternating underhand sneak, it's going to make your running feel so effortless that you're just going to be flying, right? You're going to be flying through this mile time, and it's also going to improve your agility, explosiveness, prevent injuries on the field. It's going to make you a more dynamic player because it helps you understand where your arms are, and so since the body's connected from fingers to toes, as you swing this rope in circles, in rhythmic circles, it's like your brain starts understanding where your body is in time and space on a deeper level. So you have a deeper awareness of where your body is, which is essential for soccer players and for this challenge that you're being tasked with. Third thing is, if you start your morning every day with hydration, sunlight, and movement, especially a cold shower, right? So if you're waking up, you're getting hydrated, maybe with a squeeze of some lemon, a pinch of salt. You're opening up all your blinds, and you are jumping in a cold shower, right? Wim Hof. Search Wim Hof benefits of a cold shower. It's basically like training for this run in your right in the comfort of your home, because if you can, the reason why cold showers are going to help you improve, going to make this timed run feel so effortless, is because as the cold water hits your whole body, each cell in your body has to work, right? It's going to start to create heat, right? Because it's cold water's hitting you. Now it's taxing your body, so your body's ability to warm up from this cold shower, right? It's gonna turn everything in your body on. Just doing this is almost like effortless training your cardiovascular system, so that when you're gonna do this, it's just one more thing that's really gonna make it feel that much easier. So you could say, oh well, how can cold shower work? Well, it works because not only is it effortless, so you don't need to recover from a cold shower, but it's something so simple. Even 60 seconds, a minute a day, up until the point when you run this thing, is really going to push the scale in your favor. So if you want to learn more, just search Wim Hof benefits of cold showers. That's WIM space HOF. Fourthly, there's an exercise that's called the torture twist that you can do without any tools. You could do it at home, and it's from the book Underground Secrets of Faster Running. The author Barry Ross says that a lot of athletes, they got strong legs, but the reason they can't translate that energy and they're not getting faster, even though they're working on their legs, is that they leak energy from their obliques. They have weak obliques, which means their strong legs don't translate into improved speed on the field. So if this is one exercise, if you only did one ab exercise, right? If all you did was do this one ab exercise, starting with a minute a day, then tomorrow you do another minute, then the next day you do another minute, then the next day you do maybe 2 minutes, right? Then you start to build the habit, build the progression. I'm telling you, this is something that's really going to help you improve your core strength. It's, the running, it's going to feel so effortless. Each time you strike the ground, you're going to feel powerful. If you front load your thinking and your training now, then you're going to get in front of this thing. So, I would invest in a pair of shoes that are called xeroshoes.com, XERO shoes.com, because the way you train is the way you perform. If you can just change your shoes, this is an effortless thing that's really going to help you, because just by giving your ankle more range of motion, by removing the heel, removing the sole from your shoes, it's going to allow your feet to strike the ground, and you're going to get more power from your ankle. If you've got a shoe that's got big heels, it's going to restrict your foot's ability to get full range of motion. It's going to restrict your power. If you restrict your power and mobility in each step, this is going to make it harder for you to crush this timed run. So just by changing your shoe is really going to, again, tip the scales in your favor, because it's going to make your training more effective, which is going to make your running that much easier. So xeroshoes.com is something that, I fell in love with the shoe, because a lot of their shoes look great even when you're going to go out to a nice dinner or something, right? They don't look like funny, they don't look like goofy minimalist toe shoes, right? They look like normal pair of shoes, but they're very good for running. So I would check those out. I really love they have a sandal, right? There's this very minimal, like, it looks like a thong, like a very just a quick slip on. I love this sandal, and especially for running. So maybe that's something you could look into. Lastly, I would search Kador Ziani, Ziani 7 postures. And the reason you want to search him is because he's at 5 feet 10 inches tall. He can dunk on a 10-foot hoop at age 49, right? Barefoot. He's the most explosive one of the most explosive 49-year-olds on the planet. I don't think there's anyone on the planet that can dunk on a 10-foot hoop barefoot at 5 feet 10 inches tall. So why this is important, because anything that'll make you jump higher is going to make you run faster, right? It's going to help you prevent injuries. His stretch is going to strengthen your toes and your feet, your Achilles, your ankle, so that you're just going to feel so explosive with each step you take, right? You're just going to be flying through the course or on the track. Another, something else you want to keep in mind is drafting, right? When you're running with, maybe, I don't know if you're running by yourself or running with teammates, right? You kind of want to form this little running pack, right? So, like, let's say one person's leading the way, you kind of file behind them, because it creates a less resistance, right, during a lap. And then maybe, you do one lap, and then someone else goes in front of the next lap, and then someone else goes in front of the next lap. So it's a shared burden, because as a team, you're going to get farther than just individually, which is, I think, a good analogy or metaphor for life, right? Since soccer is a team sport. So that's just one more thing to keep in mind. If you have access to a treadmill, something that's really effective is called ROKP, reversing out of knee pain. But even though it's knee pain focused, You're walking on the treadmill going in reverse is actually going to strengthen your toes, your feet, your Achilles, your ankle, and that strength is going to transfer through your whole leg in an effortless way. So this is a great warm-up and cool down that you can do to pair with the training that you're doing for this run. So this is the theory, and then I'm gonna actually demonstrate how my workout would look if I was in your shoes, and then I'm gonna incorporate everything I just talked about into action, so you see that I'm not just making up nonsense. I'm gonna go put it to work. So this is part 1, and then part 2 is the plan in action. So hopefully this helps. Reach out with any questions. All right, thank you.